Good evening. I'm exhausted. Just want to say that first off. I'm fading fast. Wearing a surprising, slightly uncomfortable amount of makeup for me. But it made sense earlier because I was leading an event. I'm sort of co-presenting, co-leading an event, and I was wearing a stunning black dress and very, very shiny tango shoes, my favorite tango shoes, and feeling hot as hell. And the event was on Practice Club, which is a private members event every Tuesday night with a monthly membership fee, and it's where I first got to feel comfortable about orgasmic meditation. So I chose the topic for the evening, and I chose the topic of attention because it's a big deal for me. It means a lot to me. I have abandonment trauma, abandonment stuff from my childhood. Part of it is places where my parents weren't perfect, and part of it is places where, as a child, my childhood brain or system just interpreted a situation as abandonment, interpreted something as dangerous, when actually there was nothing major happened. And it kind of left me growing up with certain thoughts in my head and certain physiological responses to interactions with people where I felt fearful that I wouldn't get positive attention, or that I would receive negative attention. And a sense of scarcity where I didn't expect to be seen. I didn't feel safe and held to express myself. So I was a very shy child. I was very scared of receiving attention. And I was called attention seeking, which was infuriating. And there's just a lot of places where growing up I didn't feel seen, and I kind of learnt inside myself, I took that to mean that I wasn't safe and I wasn't going to receive the attention that I wanted. And so there's a thing that happens in Om for me in orgasmic meditation when I have felt sometimes a consistency of attention, when it feels like my partner is just fully present with me in that moment, and it feels like they're not pushing for anything, they're not trying to make something happen. It feels like I don't have to do anything or say anything or be anything to receive high quality attention, to receive someone's full focus. And there's been moments when that has felt so nourishing and healing for me to receive. Attention is a really powerful thing. And we're all kind of attention starved in lots of ways. We're not used to actually putting our attention on each other and coming to a situation with our full focus in the present moment, forgetting about the past, that's fallen away. Forgetting about the future, because that doesn't really exist yet. And actually bringing ourselves powerfully into this experience. We're not really used to doing that. We're not really encouraged to do that. We're not trained to do that. We're conditioned to focus on what we think the past makes us, how that informs our identity, and where we think we're going to try and go. And the side effect of that is the present moment can feel quite numb. If you're not good at putting your attention into the present moment, it can feel boring, tedious, nothing, empty. And then we look for extra stimulus. We look for a way to spice it up. So we look for more entertaining food or more entertaining company, or something to do. Or we feel bored with ourselves. We feel bored. We look around and we say, oh, there's nothing happening. There's nothing to do. So what I'm going to say is I've got to a place with my meditation practice now where I can get excited about a piece of paper. I was talking about this earlier. I was recording myself speaking about attention and saying how I can feel shapes. It's like I can hear shapes almost sometimes, just looking at things and noticing the perspective, noticing the different textures. I can see the shine on these metal chairs we have in the kitchen, and how that contrasts with my socks, and I can feel so much of it. So what's happened is I've learned to cultivate my attention and drop so fully into the moment that I can like almost taste and hear and feel the textures and the colors around me. And it is rich. It is so saturating and rich and nourishing. And there's so much deliciousness and juiciness right here in all of my surroundings. All of it is delicious to me. I was recording myself talking about this earlier, and I put my arm out on the back of the sofa, and my palm touched the sofa, and it was so stimulating because, you know, my senses were heightened, and just the texture of the sofa felt incredible. And if you think of bringing that level of attention into sex, for example, what a world of sensation. There's so much more to say on this topic, and I want to keep these live streams really, really short. So that's all I'm going to say about attention for today, I think, and just invite you to notice, catch yourself a few times tomorrow maybe, and think, am I being fully present? What am I focused on right now? Am I in the past or the present or the future? Am I trying to get somewhere? How much can I actually just enjoy in this moment? What if this was the only moment? What would I love about it? What's delicious about it? Where can I savor the juiciness? Yeah. All right. Have a good night. Mwah.